Okay, for ELA today, we're continuing on with our last writing assignment, which is hopefully fun, which is where you're writing a letter to yourself from, obviously, yourself. You're writing a letter to your grade 12 self from your grade 6 self, which, hopefully you can give this to your parents once you're done and then keep it and then open it 6 years from now when you're graduating from grade 12. Super cool. Okay, so first of all, today was the due date for your plan. So I'm going to give some dojo points for people who've handed in their plan, and you guys will hear from me. I'm going to comment back to you specifically on your plan. If you haven't done your plan yet, then I would suggest even just like stopping right now and then maybe go back, and you might perhaps need to watch the lesson from Monday or from yesterday as a review of what is expected. So, okay, first of all, I'm going to give some points to people who have done this. Malik, Ali, and Matha. Let's see here. Malik, Ali, Matha, and Ada, Daisy, and Sammy. Daisy and Sammy. Good work, guys. Mohammed and Daniel and Alex and Zaha and Rita. Okay, everyone else, get cracking, please, on your plan. Okay, so writing task done. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is what was due today. Okay, so you have to plan your letter, which should be a minimum of 3 paragraphs. I want to know what you would say in the first paragraph, what you would say in the body paragraphs, and what you would say in the final paragraph. Okay, due today. All right, now, today what we're going to talk about is the writing rubric for this. So, for content, okay, now notice content is worth the most amount of points because that is the body, that is actually what you're writing, okay? Content management is basically like your form, so letter has all elements included, you have at least paragraphs. It should be pretty easy for you guys to be able to get an E in content management, I hope. Sentence structure, okay, so again, this is where you would, if you're shooting for an E, you would definitely use some semicolons, and you would show, some different uses of conjunctions, perhaps including like compound complex sentences being combined together, okay? Next, vocabulary. So this is like mainly accurate, very accurate and effective, and then accurate and very effective. So this is usually, and this is like our always. And then the last one is just for conventions. So like basically punctuation, grammar, spelling, and then capitalization. Okay, content. Let's talk about this because this is the big one that you should be thinking about for your planning. Okay, so in RA, ideas are developed. So that means that you have 3 paragraphs, okay? And yeah, you talked a little bit about some things in the 3 paragraphs. Okay, some information is given, and this information is supported with enough details to fulfill the purpose of the assignment. A tone is appropriate and generally maintained. Okay, cool. Okay. And then a CA would be ideas are well developed. So that means within the paragraphs, you have actually gone a little bit deeper. Okay. Next, complete information is present, and this information is appropriate with details that fulfill the purpose of the assignment. Okay, so again, you have given more details and you've sort of like elaborated, maybe with some examples, maybe with some quotes, maybe with some like questions to yourself, some of your favorite memories, and you've like specifically talked about like a couple of specifics, okay? And then a tone is clearly maintained. So the tone, this is kind of like meant to be a little bit fun. Like you guys could take a bit of a joking tone with yourself, or you could pretend that you're like, I don't know, you're giving advice to yourself kind of in like a little bit of like a joking or funny way, or it could just be like overly gushy and you're so proud of yourself for this accomplishment. It could be like kind of whatever. But a tone that's like kind of like interesting for you to read. And then an E, okay, so ideas are well developed. Complete information is present, and this information is enhanced with precise and appropriate details that relate to the purpose of the assignment. So, and then this one would be like, definitely, this would be like, I'd say like 1 body paragraph. A CA would be like 1 or 2. I'm not gonna necessarily say that you have to write 5 paragraphs to get an E. It's more about like how deep you go into the paragraphs, right? So if you had a star idea, or so you had a topic, so you had a topic of your favorite things. That could be a topic. And then underneath that, you talk about all of your current favorite things. Star ideas, why you like them, that would be going deep within that topic. And then another topic that you could choose to make a whole other paragraph about is maybe like your future ambitions and your future goals. That could be something else that you might want to talk about. Then with that, you could perhaps say some things like your favorite quotes, some of who your most favorite like inspirational people are, people who've had an impact in your life. You also could talk about another paragraph of like your current pet peeves and things that you like really don't like at this time, and you're wondering if you maybe like if you still feel that way when you get to grade 12, or if maybe you have like, I don't know, like maybe you have an aversion towards like mustard, and you can say like, today you really don't like mustard, like when you get to grade 12, will you like it? Or maybe some like, yeah, so anything kind of like a little bit funny. Maybe you want to talk more about like, you could do a whole paragraph related to like sports. You could do a whole paragraph related to like your hobbies. You could do a whole paragraph related to like your academic goals. Or like even like things that you enjoy doing in your time, whatever. So I don't want to necessarily say an RA is 1 body paragraph, a CA is 2 body paragraphs, and a E is 3 body paragraphs, because you could do a really excellent job of just like 2 paragraphs, okay? So let's just kind of say this. CA and E would be between 2 to 3 paragraphs, but depends upon the quality of what you write within. I'd say an RA probably would be more like 1 paragraph of the body, right? You still have the introduction, you still have to have the final closing paragraph. Okay, so as long as you have your plan back from me, then the first draft of this is going to be due on Monday, okay? So written draft Monday. So you have today. Tomorrow, we're not really going to be doing an ELA lesson. We're going to do moral education instead. And then Sunday, we're going to do something for reading. So basically you have today, tomorrow, the weekend. I don't know if we don't have to do this on the weekend. And then you have all day Sunday to do this. And then it's going to be, the draft is going to be due on Monday. And then we're going to have the final copies after some edits due on Wednesday. And then we're done writing. Yay! Okay, that's it. If you have questions, message me, and please make sure you submit your plans. Okay, well done.